Well, the Sephora favorites are here, my dears. Yes, if you go to Sephora, Sephora has these mini kits, either mascaras or lips or a full of different type of products, all put together in a cute little package. So the one that kind of caught my eye, you know, just caught my eye, is the Sephora favorites, the next big thing. Big claims and a big title, my dears. They seem to have a little bit of everything in this box, my dears. I'm not sure if you've seen this on the Sephora side or even inside a Sephora store. And this is how everything looks like in the package. So, if you're curious of finding out what my thoughts and different applications and what's actually in this next big thing, if the name actually stands its claim, just saying. If you have the same curiosity as me, then keep watching, my dear. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. Now, for today's video, we're going to go into the new Sephora's favorite holiday. It's one of their holiday sets, my dears, because it's that time of year. For the next big thing, they have different type of products in here, and today, all the products are on my face. And I want to show you the different ways, because yes, I said ways, my dear, ways to apply everything, my thoughts that's going on, and if I think this box was actually worth it, and if it's actually good to give out to your loved ones for the holiday season, because gift boxes and things, not just in makeup, my dears, but I think in everything is starting to come out, and Halloween hasn't even been here yet. I know, right? I know, they're trying to rush us. Trying to rush us, my dears. But before we go into the video and I show you everything that's in here, ways to apply and how I got this final look, I just want to remind you, please consider subscribing and remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears, and I do load every Monday and Friday. And also, please follow me on all my social medias on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat, and it all has the exact same handle at Enidbluesinger. And also, I do have an IMDb page that has my full name, Enidbluesinger. So, for no further ado, let's dive into this box and see if these products that Sephora thinks is a favorite is actually worth it and worth your money. See you in just a second. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. And if you're new, thank you. I really appreciate that you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, I will be reviewing a Sephora favorite, and I'm gonna let you know this is not a first impression, my dears. This is not, I mean not a first impressions. I've actually been trying out the products, and some of these products I've never tried before. I've tried these for about 2 weeks now, and the reason you see me kind of barefaced a little bit, even though I do have my eyebrows done, my eyes are primed, powdered, ready for shadow, because I decided to get the Sephora favorites, the next big thing. Basically, they have two full sizes, which is the lipsticks and the blush. They have a little bit of highlight, eyeshadow topper, a little primer, and a milk makeup, and I will go through each product. As you can see, this is the only one that I can tell you that I have not tried, and the most that basically caught my attention out of the Sephora favorites. And also, I thought this would be a good present for any makeup lovers in your life, because I'm sure there must be at least one that they don't have, or brands such as Natasha Denona, a very expensive brand that they're like, ooh, we have a Natasha Denona. So, for no further ado, let's go straight into the next big thing. I thought the best way to demonstrate the products inside, because I have been using these products for about 2 weeks, is to show you different ways how it's applied to the face. That way you get to see, oh, because some of these I will be doing multitasking and a couple of things, that way you have an idea. Oh, we could also use it for that, and maybe you may prefer it that particular way or another. We're all different, and it's cool. You know the rule, makeup. There are no rules in makeup, my dears. There's no rules in makeup. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you my thoughts if I think this is worth getting, and if it's present worthy, in my opinion. But as I slowly put in the products, I'm gonna give you details, different ways, and my thoughts as I'm going through the process. When you first get this box, it opens like this. It's all nice and shiny, and the products look like this. Yes, it's nice and organized, and there's products in here I'm gonna tell you as we go on, the ones that I've never tried and I have now, and my thoughts. So the first thing we're gonna do is, like I said, I'm the type of person I go eyes first, because that's just my comfort zone, just letting you know. So you get a Natasha Denona Diamond and Glow, which is basically a blush and a highlighter. And this is a eyeshadow topper. This is a Milk Makeup like cooling, which we're gonna use in a second. A Kaja, this is a blush. This is the Melt lipstick. This is Artiste Couture. This is like a highlighter and body glitter. We'll go to that in a minute. And the Farsali Liquid Primer, essentially. So the first thing we're gonna do, because I'm gonna show you the different ways that we can use just this product. So we're gonna go straight into the Natasha Denona. And I'm gonna be using the blush here, and we're gonna be using it on the cheeks as well. But as you may know, just because something's advertised as intended, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the only way you can use it, my dears. So the Natasha Denona, like I mentioned, it has a blush and a glitter. And this is how it looks like. And now swatching it, this is the blush. Very nice. And the glitter is very spread out, as you can tell. I'm hoping the camera can catch it. We're gonna go ahead and use the blush as our crease color, and it's a very nice soft color, because especially if it's blush, you know, it's gonna go on your cheeks, and we will be using this on the cheeks, but I'm gonna show you in what way in momentarily. So I'm gonna be using a Sigma E40. I'm gonna go into the blush. This is very powdery, my dears, just letting you know. And I'm gonna put this all over the crease. Basically, that is basically the blush, using it as my crease. Just a little FYI, just in case I didn't say it, a lot of these products are very glowy. It's a little FYI. Now, as you can tell, it's a nice color. It's pigmented. It's not like bam. It's not like the shadow's very strong and like bam in your face. But there's glow, my dears. There's a lot of glow. So it's up to you if this is the kind of like you like on your crease. Now, normally, a better way to do this, like if you put like a matte shadow on your crease and then put this on top, it'd be a nice combination. But for today, I'm not going to be doing any of that. Just a little FYI, this is not a makeup tutorial, like at all. This is basically me showing you how the products work, and for you to decide, oh, you know what, I like that, I could use it that way, or maybe I'm gonna give you tips that you probably never thought of that you could use with these products, you know? Oh, and I apologize, in case you don't know, I do film outside, so car noises and stuff I really can't control. Sorry. So one of the ways I want to show you is I'm going to show you how to use this lovely glitter color. With this, just a little FYI, it would be a lot better to have like a color underneath, but I wanted you to see the full version of all the products. So I'm going to actually use my finger for this, and I'm going to put it right on the outer corners of both eyes where you can see how it's being applied. It's very soft, by the way. That's the application on my fingers. Now, as you can tell, this one is like barely seen. Now, as indicated, I'm going to show you how the products are actually being applied in their pure form. You can barely see, it's maybe little sparkles everywhere. That's really about it. So this would be better off as a topper. So, and let me show you the difference that it's going to do. So I'm actually going to get the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal, and I'm going to, because of the shirt I'm wearing, I'm actually going to be using this karaoke color, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner just for you can see the difference of that particular shade. So I'm going to be using my Sigma E55. You know what, I'm going to mix Damage Control and Karaoke, this light, put it right in the outer corners. And then I'm going to take the exact same brush that we did that had that little blush color from the Natasha Denona and just blend. Now you guys are seeing why I do eyes first regardless of the situation, because I'm messy. I know. I'm going to put my finger back in the Natasha Denona, and I'm going to put it right on top of the blue because I want you to see the difference. Alright, are you guys seeing the difference? Even on top of an actual shadow, it's more like it disperses glitters, like mini flakies, but it doesn't necessarily cover the color, which is why we did before, to where it just, you can barely see maybe a little bit of shine. But actually that look actually works out really well, like if you do your no makeup looks, but you want just a little sparkle, but nothing that's too obvious, that would be a great technique, by the way. But if you just want just a little bit sparkle but with an actual shade, but you don't want to cover it up completely, this would be a good method, just letting you know. And yes, your finger with this particular highlighter is your best bet. Letting you about this, and don't worry, I'm going to show you the other topper in a minute, what we're going to do with the outer corners, but those are the two methods to use this particular one that I have found, and I'm going to show you another way soon, but that's basically how it looks like so far. And then for the inner corners, what they provided is the Violet Voss in the shade Dream. Now, I've only tried their eyeshadows that came in a boxycharm a few months ago, and I absolutely love it. It's very colorful. I've never tried their cream. Now, if you guys are familiar with the Stila glitter that comes in a little square base that I absolutely love, that's just really expensive, this kind of similar to that, except it has a more of a dry down solution, and I think it's a little easier to apply because in this color, I'm going to show you. That's how that color looks like. It's very nice, and I think this color is very nice for the holidays, especially for like Thanksgiving or whatsoever. You can just use a brown matte color and put this all over the lid, and honey, that is your holiday for your family, and you'll get compliments. Just thoughts, my dears. But here's the thing about this, you can easily apply it, like I'm gonna show you. You see how it's full coverage, and then use your finger just to blend everything in. You see how it just covers everything. Unlike the highlighter of the Natasha Denona, it actually gives you coverage, which is why I kind of put that blue there. I'm sure you understand why, because of that. The only thing I gotta warn you about this, it does dry very quickly, so do one eye at a time, but you have to be very gentle when you tap it because it will go all over the face. Because when I tried this before, and I tried this all over the lid before, at the end of the day, which is one of the reasons I'm doing eyes with this product anyway, there's glitter all over here, and to prevent that, you have to be very gentle of how you're applying it because you will have glitter. Unless it's like New Year's Eve and that's kind of what people like at the end of the night, hey, no judgment. That's actually a cool little look though. But this one, yeah, it disperses everything, it covers. You just have to be very careful when patting it in. Now, I went ahead and I did add a little bit more blue because I wanted to have a little bit more bluish into my eyeshadow, and I re-added the Natasha Denona glitter on top. As you can see, it's just slightly dispersed. And I'm going in and blending, but I want you to pay attention when you're wearing this particular one, which I don't think would be fantastic for the eyes, and I'm gonna give you more details in a minute. Is look, it does go up on my brow bone a little more than what I would like. So yeah, that's something to watch out for, just a little FYI. And that, my dears, is basically the demonstration as of now for the Natasha Denona Diamond and Glow and the Violet Voss in Dream. So give me a second, I'm gonna step away, I'm gonna clean up my eyes real quick, and then we're gonna jump straight into the face. And because for the rest of the products it's more face related, so give me a second, let me clean up, and I'll be right back, and we'll continue on. See you in just a second. All right, my loves, I am back, and I know what you're thinking. Girl, you cleaned up, but that's a lot of blue. That is a lot of blue. Yes, yes it is. I used the Better Than Sex mascara for liner, and I did use the ColourPop Best Friend Volumizing Mascara and Blow Your Mind. And I did do a video of all their mascaras, and I love their mascaras. They're like absolutely fantastic. They stay on, they don't smudge, as this video right over here, and I'll also put it down in the description below. Okay, shh, hush. Now that I'm back, let's continue on with the rest of the products. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and try is this, the Farsali. This is the Farsali Liquid Glass Radiance Make Skin Serum with hyaluronic acid. I had difficulties. Well, with this, there's two ways you can use it. You can use it as a primer, which I already have primer on my face, just a little FYI, or you can mix it in with your foundation. Now, I have tried it with both ways, and I'm going to show you how it looks like with foundation. Like I said, I do have reservations of this. Personally, I don't like it. We're going to be using my favorite foundation of all time, by the way, the Lancome Den Adult Ultra Wear in 230 Buff W. This one's absolutely fantastic. So the way I'm going to do this, and I have my reservations on this primer, I'm going to put the foundation in, and it's so little. Put like 2 drops, and I'm going to mix it in. It makes it kind of liquidy like that, and I'm going to put it all over my face. Because this is supposed to bring out the glow, hence the glow kit. I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I do apologize that it looks a little bit stained. It is clean, I promise. I just washed it. It's just, you know, foundation and stuff, it just stays in. I'm going to go ahead just to give a little bit more coverage. My Sephora Pro Slatin Buffing in 88. My favorite method to put everything is to put it onto the brush, and it gives you like more coverage. I love it. And then of course I use my beauty blender or my Real Techniques just to buff everything in and smooth it out a little bit more. So if you're ever struggling of why your foundation doesn't look as smooth, just use a brush and a beauty blender or Real Technique sponge, and it helps make everything so flawless. Just a little FYI. Alright, my dears, like for this, just a little FYI, I have tried this as a primer, and even with the foundation, I like it a little bit better with the foundation, but not by much. The only reason is because even with the primer, I didn't feel like it did much, and also I felt like it aged me. And with the foundation, it's a little better, but I still don't feel as that young, flawless going on. There's something in here, for some reason, from like my textures, it ages me a little more. And I don't know about you, but that's not the look I'm going for. So I'm not a big fan of this, just a little FYI. And then I'm going to show you a cute little trick. Then we're going to go into the Milk Makeup. This is the cooling water. And I already have this previously. It's in an empty bag that I have that I will be doing an empties video soon. And usually I would do this right before makeup, like putting it underneath the eyes and whatsoever. But the reason I didn't do it right now is because I want to show you what it does before you put on concealer. Don't just apply it straight onto like this, obviously. Just get your finger, make sure it's clean, and slowly tap underneath here. Because this helps by depuffing, and it also helps because, especially like throughout the day, you know, your makeup tends to get a little cracky sometimes. If you put this under, like right on top of it, it really refreshes everything. So just a little FYI there, it refreshes. And I usually put this right in the morning, but I wanted to show you what it looks like on top. As you can tell, even though mine, I have fresh makeup now, I just want you to see the major difference. And I usually do this before makeup because, you know, it depuffs as much as I can here. But my favorite way of putting this on is put it in the refrigerator, because that cooling sensation is fantastic. Because this is a product I'm always gonna have with me, my dears. It's just fantastic. I love it. But you see how it smooths out my under eyes even on top? So this is fantastic. I love this. But my main way of using it is right before makeup, right after I wash my face and everything and put my toner, because it's just a nice relaxing sensation to have around your eyes, and it looks fantastic. So a little FYI. Alright, my dears, now the rest of the things that is left is lipstick, blush, and I'm going to show you like about, I would say 3 different ways how to use this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to step away for a second. I'm going to go powder my face, put concealer on, put bronzer, and be right back. And the next thing we're going to start working on is the blush. So I'll see you in just a second, my loves. Alright, my dears, and I'm back. As I indicated, I went ahead and put bronzer, and I went ahead and finished up the eyes, which is basically the same colors that I used for that palette. And I used that violet Voss on the bottom, so whatever it did on top is the same as the bottom. So let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face and continue on with the products. I know, I'm dangerous. I'm addicted to coffee. The next product that I see on here that's going to be loads of fun, believe me, it's fun, is the Kaja blush. I think by past I've heard about the brand, but I've never tried any other products. But just, you know, one of the products that caught me when I got this Sephora favorite on the next big thing. And the reason, kind of inspired by it, even though I'm not a big fan of the packaging because it looks kind of cheap and plastic, you know, something you would do for a kid. But this is in the shade 04 Fiesty, by the way. Yeah, it's a hard applicator. It is so cute. And you put this down right here, as you can tell I've used it. And when you open it up, there's the sponge. Now, I don't know if you guys have tried like those cushion foundation. It's kind of the same thing, except this is going to be for blush. And basically, this doesn't have a fast dry down. It's a beautiful color, by the way. But you can either do it either with a brush or with your fingers. Either way, it works out just fine. And I'm going to do both methods on my cheeks, like one with the brush, one with my fingers. That way you can at least see. So basically, I put my little stamp right in here, make sure it's nice and coated. As you can tell, it's a beautiful color. And actually, it's quite simple to do. I'm going to do it on this side where you can see. And, sorry, I have my mirror here. And then, that's basically how it looks. I want a little bit more emphasis, so I'm going to... So as you can tell, it's very, very cute. Now, I'm going to do it with my fingers. I'm going to try to put you close where you can see. And you can leave it there for a while and it's not like going to freak out. Now you can leave it like this too if you want for Halloween. Just letting you know, it's very cute. And honestly, gently, you can move it and blend it in. As you can tell, if you do it with your fingers, you do have to be patient. But as you can tell, it blends in absolutely gorgeously if you do it with your fingers. So let me show you the difference when you do it with the brush. I said I love this. Love, love, love. See, that one came out a little better on the stamp. I'm going to be using my Tarte blush brush. So, as you can tell with the brush, it's a lot more pigmented. You do have to go ahead and, you know, tap everything in. So what I would say the difference between the two, if you look at this side, this is the side with the fingers and this is the side with the brush. I would say if you like a very light flush, which is my personal method, a light flush, the fingers will be your best bet. And also, little FYI, you can also use your beauty blender or your makeup sponge and go on top, because that really helps not make it so saturated and easier to blend as well. Just a little FYI. If you love blushing, you just want to see the color more and more, use a brush, my dears. Use a brush. But either way, the method's about the same. You just have to take your time to blend it. But it's fantastic. It is fun. It is so cute. And, you know, you put it back in this little compartment. And the thing about this blush that I can tell you is that it really lasts all day, because blushes, I'm not a blush girl because they don't last on me. Not even the Tarte blushes. So yeah, they tend to be a little bit difficult on me, but this one actually lasts. So I love this, and I love the fun of it. It's just lots of fun. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is go back to the Natasha Denona, because remember, this one actually has the blush, which is kind of what it was intended, but I wanted to show you what you could do with the as an eyeshadow if you wanted to. You can also put this on the lid as well. I just, you know, there were other products I wanted to go ahead and show you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush that I used on here, and you can actually go ahead and use this as a topper if you like, or if you want additional more shadow, or this is more just to set everything in, because I have tried this, but the Kaja by itself without setting or putting additional blush, it doesn't transfer. It lasts all day. There's no difference, to be honest. Now if you just happen to want to set it, because it depends on your skin type, like if you have oily skin is what I can think of, then yeah. But if you have normal to dry, you don't need to set it, just by the way. Or you could just do it if you just want an additional flush. It's up to you. But if I go like this, since this one's a very glowy blush, as we could tell from earlier, and just put it on top. You see how much of an impact that did on top of the other color? Alright, now let's go for the next couple of products. And then of course we're going to go to the Arches Couture as a highlighter, because this, you can use it all over the lid. I'm going to put this on my eyes. I'm going to show you in what way in a second. And I'm going to put it all over the cheeks. I'm also going to use the little highlighter as well, because I want you to see the contrast between the two when it's actually applied on the cheeks. Because sometimes, you know, being applied to the eye and applied to other parts of the face can be a little different, my dears. And actually, correct myself, there's going to be 3 ways I'm going to be using this actually. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to put this on the cheeks. It has 3 little holes here, and this is in the shade Spotlight Glitz. So basically, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put a little bit on here. Okay, as you can tell, hopefully the camera is able to catch it. It's very like flaky or whatsoever, but you have to move it like this to have any of the colors be seen, as you can tell. So basically, when it comes to this makes it a little bit harder to be applied. So the way I've been doing it is I put it all over my hand. I've been grabbing like this little slanted brush. I mix it in. I've been putting it all over my cheeks. Another way, if you want, put it like this and just apply it, and then use this to blend it in. See, that's probably the best way. Grab it and then blend it in, my dears. Blend it in. And then I'm actually going to be using this for my inner corners as well. And so I'm going to be using the BMX 420. This is from Moda Brushes. I'm put it all in the inner corners. As you can tell, this is very glittery. This is good for the holidays and New Year's Eve. Just lots. Okay, and then I'm not completely done with this, by the way, just letting you know. Then I'm actually gonna go back to the Denona. What we saw at the beginning is like barely there, and even on this blue, you see the shimmer, but it's very like dispersed. So what I go ahead and do, I do use this LMR brush, and what I go ahead and do, I go and I try to dig it because I find it a lot better with an eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna put it right here instead. And see if you like the highlighter better there. Now, do you see a lot of the reflex on my cheeks just on that Natasha Denona? I'm bringing you in a little bit closer. See? And you know, you may like this type of look and you may not, but I just wanted to let you know what happens with the eyes and with the cheeks, like this was intended to be. Okay, as you can tell, so far we have tried the Natasha Denona, the Violet Voss, Milk Makeup, Kaja, the Farsali, last but not least, the lipstick, my dears, the lipstick. I have personally never tried anything from Cosmetic Line Melt, so this was one of the things that I liked about this Sephora favorites. As I mentioned, there's a lot of products I personally haven't tried, and maybe you have, or maybe you haven't either. So, yeah. Okay, so let me get my hair out of my face. And I want to put this all over my lips, and this is in the shade Old Rose. Okay, my dears, this is the shade that it comes in. I absolutely love the color because I feel like it's very neutral and anyone can wear it, to the fairest to the deepest in my opinion. Also, this color, like, you know, basic packaging, but the product inside is lovely. Like when you glide it onto your lips, it glides, it's creamy, and it actually stays creamy all day. It does transfer, just low FY, it does transfer, but it's very creamy, and I don't mind reapplying it. This is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so soft. It doesn't emphasize any dry areas you have your lips or anything. It is absolutely fantastic. I love this. I've tried this with lip liner and without. For me personally, I do like to be comfortable, and this I absolutely love, as you can tell. And then remember what I said, we have one additional trick up our sleeve. This is the Artist Couture that we did. So the other thing that I like to do, and you can do this as optional, is put some right on your lips, just in the middle, just to give it, you know, a little different glow. Like, because I know some people don't like wearing lip gloss, and I understand just grabbing the hair or it will glue down. I understand. So this isn't like a different thing that you could do. So I literally grabbed this because, as you can tell, this works better when you like smush it and look. See, and it gives it like a nice and glow to the lips without using lip gloss. So that's the other thing you can do with this, just a little FYI. Or if like you're going to the beach or whatever, you just want to give yourself just a little sparkly glow with the sun hits you perfectly. Even though this time of year is not exactly the great choice to do, but put it all over your body is just fantastic. And then now that you see me nice and glowy and sparkly, like literally, I'm going to go ahead and be using the Natasha Denona Dewy Mist. Alright, my dears, and that's basically a whole complete look and the different ways you can use in this new Sephora favorite, the next big thing. Now, would I say this is worth it? I would say it depends on your taste. If you're into the nice glowy, glitter, bam type of look, this is going to be up your alley, my dears. This is going to be up your alley. If you're very tame, simple, natural, stay far away from this. Because from even the, like, everything in here, except for the Milk Makeup, everything in here is nice and glowy. So if you're nice and glowy, cool. If not, not so much. So for me, the majority of this was a win for me. So for me, it was absolutely perfect. And this is a wonderful holiday gift that you can give to your friends and family. And I think they will enjoy everything. Like I said, they may not enjoy every single product, because I certainly didn't. Every single product in this box. But the majority, I think they will like. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that is all that's in this holiday kit. Comment below and let me know if you're debating or even bought this particular Sephora favorite holiday box for somebody, or even for yourself, or if you've tried it. Do you have the same opinions? Or with the different ways that I applied all these products, something you thought of or you've tried it before? Let me know if it's worked for you or not, because I'm kind of curious. So thank you so much. Comment below, give me a like, and even though I do say give me a like, because it really does help me, and comment below really does help me in sharing my videos if you possibly can. I really appreciate it, because it does give my channel a lot more of an exposure. I'm still a baby channel and I'm trying to grow as much as I can, and if you don't know, I am a musician. So I just wanted to give you a heads up, because you may not know that sharing, subscribing, or even giving me a like actually helps. So just wanted to give you a tip from me to you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And one last thing before we leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on my next video. See you soon.